Hey guys, I'm Nisa Homey. Today I'm sharing an instant healthy breakfast recipe made without wheat, rice or maida, and it takes just under 15 minutes to make. Super healthy, filling and nutrient dense breakfast meal to make on those busy mornings, ideal to include in your weight loss diet. So let's get started with the recipe. I have already peeled 3 medium-sized potatoes. These are not boiled potatoes, these are raw potatoes. So once the raw potatoes are peeled and rinsed, I am grating it into a bowl. Also note that I am using a small grater. The raw potatoes are peeled. Into that I am adding in some water and I'm rinsing the potatoes a couple of times. This is to help release the starch in the potatoes. Just take out some potato like this and squeeze so that you can remove the water. You need to do this at least 2 or 3 times or until the water runs clear. And once the potatoes are rinsed, add in some more water. And you can see that the water is almost clear now. I'm going to allow the grated potatoes to soak in the water till I get the other ingredients ready. Once the other ingredients are ready, simply squeeze the grated potatoes. Squeeze it as much as you can to remove the excess water. And place it onto another bowl. Into this I'm adding in 1 onion finely chopped, 1 medium-sized carrot grated, 1 green chilli finely chopped, some coriander leaves, 2 teaspoons sesame seeds for some extra calcium, pink Himalayan salt as needed, 1/4 teaspoon turmeric powder, 1/3 teaspoon freshly ground black pepper powder, 1/3 teaspoon jeera. Jeera will help with digestion and also gives an amazing flavor. For some added protein, 2 tablespoons besan, 3 tablespoons sprouted ragi flour. Ragi is also known as finger millet. Sprouted ragi flour is easy to digest. The vitamin C level tends to increase and leads to easy absorption of iron into the bloodstream. And with my hand, I am mixing all this really well. Into this, I am adding in a couple of handful of water and give it a mix. Some more extra water. Anywhere between 1/8 cup to 1/4 cup water will be needed. So add water little by little till you get the desired consistency. And once it is nicely mixed, the consistency of the batter should be like this. You should be able to spread it with your thumb like this. So this is the consistency of the batter. The best thing about this batter is that you can store it in an airtight glass container and it will stay good in the refrigerator for a couple of days. So an ideal way to meal prep in the evening for the next day's breakfast. I'm heating my cast iron tawa and I'm adding in about a teaspoon of wood pressed groundnut oil. With a spoon, lightly spread the oil. Instead of wood pressed groundnut oil, you can use A2 desi ghee or any wood pressed oils of your choice. And with a spoon, add the batter onto the tawa. Lightly spread. Press down with the spoon and shape it into round. Try not to make big chillas with this batter. Small, medium-sized chillas of this size will be ideal. Drizzle in some wood-pressed groundnut oil. Cover and let it cook on low flame. Also note that the water should not be too much. If the water is too much, it will be difficult to make it into a round chilla. So add water cautiously as needed. About a minute later, open the lid and carefully flip it over. You can see how crispy the aloo chilla has come. And once that side is done, serve to a plate. You can enjoy this crispy aloo chilla with any side dish of your choice or even with pickle. Once it has cooled down, it will be soft and you can even carry this to work as a lunchbox meal. So guys, do try this recipe and let me know how it turned out. Thank you for watching, and until next time, take care. Bye bye.